How do you say, quiero que me mandes la tarea in English? How about, no hagas eso? Well, the topic of today is how to ask people to do things and how to ask people not to do things or to stop doing them. There are various contexts where you will need to do this. For example, giving orders, maybe to a child, instructions, advice, giving warnings, or even requesting things. Let's take a look. So today we are going to use two types of structures, the subjunctive and the imperative. But don't worry, don't get nervous about all the terminology. These structures are much easier to use in English than in Spanish. It's not common for one adult to order another adult to do something, right? So this would be used in situations where there is a difference in authority, usually with pets or children. So how can you say, siéntate y trabaja in English? You sit down and work? To sit down and work? No. You need to drop the subject and go directly to the action. So it would be, sit down and work. This structure is known as the imperative form. With orders, the intonation is super important because you are reprimanding the person or the animal, right? Your tone is supposed to sound stern and strict. Listen. Come here. Stop doing that. Eat your breakfast now. Do your homework. If you want to use the negative tense, then we start the sentence with don't. Always, always. But we maintain the same structure as before. So, for example, no, don't do that. Don't you dare tell my secrets. Don't smack your brother. You could use the uncontracted version to make yourself sound even more serious. So, for example, do not touch the animals, they bite. Number 2, warnings. For warnings, we use the same imperative structure to warn people about dangerous situations. So, for example, if my friend and I are in a car and I see that she is about to crash into another person, I can say, be careful of the pedestrian! Watch out! Turn left! Don't move! Stop! Number 3, advice. A different way to give advice is by using the imperative form. Let's take a look at some examples. Listen to classical music when studying because it helps you to concentrate. Or, don't call him my friend. You're going to regret it. Number 4, instructions. The imperative can be used to give instructions. This is similar to giving an order, but your tone is a little different. It is more neutral or friendly. A common example is when you need to give someone directions. For example, you can say, turn left at the traffic light, or go straight for 5 kilometers. On this point, if you haven't already, check out Jacinta's video on asking for directions. Or the imperative could be used in the context of a cooking recipe. For example, turn on the oven, mix all the ingredients together, fry the chicken in olive oil with garlic. I often need to give my students instructions in classes, and I say, send me your homework when you are finished. Or try to speak in English every day for at least 5 minutes. But there is another way that we can give instructions. It has a different structure and it is known as the subjunctive tense. So, how can we say, me gustaría que hagas la tarea in English? I would like that you do the homework. No. Very common mistake from Spanish to English. It should be, I'd like you to do the homework. So let's go back a step and look at the structure of the subjunctive tense. Okay, first you need to use the expression. You could say, I would like, she wants, they need. Okay, plus the person receiving the instruction, then to, and then the verb. So for example, I'd like you to do your homework. She wants you to send her the reports. They need him to help on Saturdays. And finally, requests. Requests are when you ask people for things or ask them to do things. You can use the imperative and the subjunctive for this. For example, I'd like you to send me the report by tomorrow. Or, give me 5 minutes and I will call you back. Kindly send me the documents. Ooh, kindly. Okay, we use kindly when we want to be extra polite and formal. You can add it to any imperative, but it has to be the first word of the sentence. Let's see. Kindly wait for your name to be called. Kindly write us a review. So, as you have seen, there are many different contexts and ways to ask people for things, asking people to do things, or asking them to stop doing things. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Keep an eye out for our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Ciao, ciao!